You know, when you're having experiences with dating relationships, and you know, this even goes beyond dating and relationships. This goes into our career. This goes into our relationship with money. When life isn't giving us what we want, when we have experiences that feel like rejection, disappointment, oftentimes these are all what I call a mirror situation. It's life going, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. What you're doing right now isn't working. We got to change up the game. We have to change things. And in order for you to do that, what you have to do is cultivate a higher perspective. You know, when I was filming the TV show, you may not even heard I had, but television show on Bravo called Love Without Borders. And I remember saying to one of the people in the show, I said, babe, the relationship wasn't going right for her. And I said, babe, life is not happening to you. Life is happening for you. And when I say something like that, that is cultivating a higher perspective. Now, let me tell you, when someone has to give you that kind of advice, that shit doesn't feel good. That shit is not exciting. That doesn't really get you like all hunky and dory to want to go out there and slay dragons, right? No. But the reality is that is exactly what's happening. Somehow through calamity, somehow through rejection, somehow through things not going your way, it's like life kind of like hitting you on the forehead and wake up, buttercup. Things have got to change. What's that saying? Like, life's tough, bro. Get a helmet. But it's more than just get a helmet. It's saying like, hey, wake up. What you're doing is not working. And here is your feedback. What you're pursuing isn't actually in your highest good. It's not in your desires. You're chasing something that you actually don't even want when there's something out here that would make you feel more fulfilled. You know, I can't tell you how many times I've had clients come to me in the 15 years that I've been coaching where they would say like, I specifically want this woman. Arica, I'm coming to you to coach me so that I can get... Nobody needs you. Your voice doesn't matter. You don't matter. That you are needed now more than ever. Spiritual alpha is a man who's committed to a mission. He is a man who has a vision, and he knows that in order to do that, that he needs relationship. To champion your heart, you are needed. This woman, and when they start doing their inner work, when they start cultivating that sense of love for self, when they start developing that real spiritual alpha posture, that sense of being, this being of a spiritual alpha, then they realize, that woman is no good for me. I have no business with that woman. In fact, here's a more healthy woman that I actually want. That woman was attached to my pain. That woman was attached to my trauma. That woman was attached to my inner child that was abandoned and rejected and abused by my parents. And she represented that. And shit, that would have made me even more miserable. She would have added more trauma to my life had I chosen to be with her. But because I chose to have a higher perspective and become this spiritual alpha, then I realized, no, I got to see things differently. Instead of yelling and kicking and throwing my toys and saying, F you, piss off life, you know, I'm a victim and everything's happening to me, instead of going, okay, life, what the hell are you trying to show me? Because clearly you're trying to give me a message. Let me wake up and see what that actual message is. You know, when I coach my clients, I like to do the mirroring process. I'm like, what is life mirroring back to you? And what is the message that we need to uncover here? Because this shit ain't working, bro. What you're currently doing is not it. So we got to find out what that is. But see, you'll never be open to those possibilities if you don't have a higher perspective. Having a higher perspective goes, I may feel like a victim, because when life is kicking you in the nuts, you're going to feel like a victim. But because you feel a victim doesn't mean that you are a victim. I'm going to say that again. Just because right now in your circumstances you might feel like you're a victim, you are not a victim. That is a choice. Either you can succumb to that and then you do become the victim, or you can choose a higher perspective and say, no, 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 I'm going up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. And so I want you to realize that if there is something going on in your life, whether it's rejection or ask yourself, where does this correlate to something in my past? Is it a trauma situation, or is it, this is not what my heart even really wants? I'm pursuing this for whatever bullshit reason, and it's not actually what I desire. But somewhere there is a hidden message for you to discover. You know, there's a scripture that says it's the glory of the gods to conceal a matter, but it is the honor of the kings to search it out. It's time for you to search out your answer, and you can find that answer by developing a higher perspective. And let me tell you, there's nothing like relationships and dating to really cause all of our evolutions. In fact, I'm convinced that even with inner work and self-development, the real work happens when you're in a relationship. And I need to do a video about this because I've had people ask for this video. I gotta do it. But listen, ask yourself, what is life trying to show me? And do I need to become the spiritual alpha in this? Am I partnering too much with a victim mentality like I did in my past? And am I willing to change that? In the comment section, let me know, what do you think your higher perspective should be in your situation? I want to hear, let us know. And maybe someone has a situation going on that you can bring some resonance to them, some truth to their lives as well. Know, my darling, that no matter what's going on, no matter how much life is beating you up, because let me tell you right now, if you're watching this in 2023, a lot of people are getting beat up right now. A lot. Almost everyone I know is, and in the deepest ways that you can't even imagine. But when we cultivate that higher perspective, it gives us hope. So know that you're loved. Know that you're mattered. Subscribe so that you can continue to get that fuel, to get that passion, to get that fire, to keep you going. I love you, darling. You have what it takes. Like this video and watch this next video. Let it support you. Let it speak to your heart. I'll see you soon.